up, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo here with another video for you guys. And I know most of you have listened to the roundtable, so you know my thoughts, man. I'm not going to even waste my time with this team. You know, after we lost that Vikings game, the writing was on the wall. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. This Raiders game is it. This Raiders game is it. This Raiders game is it. This is the game that's going to decide our season. And we're going to have another no playoffs season. It seems like we're going to waste Matthew Stafford's great year. We always waste somebody in some way. And so what do we do? And I mean, like, we're Detroit Lions fans as a franchise. You're looking at this team. Where do we go from here? I'm looking at bigger picture. How do we salvage this in some way? More painful losses as always. How do we salvage this for some positivity for the future of this football team? Well, the offense looks good. And the defense, I feel as if once we get rid of Matt Patricia, I definitely want Matt Patricia gone. I feel the same way I feel after the Arizona game. To me, once he took Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay off of the field and the biggest player of the game. So you take your two best players on offense besides Stafford. Your two best players on offense, and you take them off the field on the most pivotal play of the game. Honestly, usually I review the game. I don't even want to review the game. To me, the end result, we took an L. Look, Stafford missed some throws. He made some throws. He 110 quarterback rating, threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. My man's threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, lost. Threw for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, lost. Threw for 290 yards and 3 touchdowns, lost. Threw for 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and got a tie. I mean, what can I say? And for the Staffords, not the guy people, look, I don't even have time for y'all today. I'm going to just tell y'all that you come in my comments with that, I'm either going to block you or delete the comment like an asshole, or I'm just going to not respond because, like, when you're watching the same game I am, how can you tell me that Stafford's like, did you watch this game? Yeah, Stafford missed some throws. Defense gave up 31 points, gave up 8 yards per carry, but we're going to focus on, yeah, he missed some throws. But he came back like he always does. He redeemed himself. He threw for 400 yards. I mean, I just feel like the problems with this team is our defensive line has made every unit on the defense worse along with the coaching. I think our first 4 weeks, linebackers and secondary were looking better than they are now. And they regress back to the mean. You can only be good for so long before the defensive line or the linebackers or secondary, whichever is your weakest core, before that core brings you down eventually as the competition increased. And when it comes to defending the pass with the Derek Carrs and the Kirk Cousins and the Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, Patrick Mahomes and Daniel Jones, we've regressed back to the mean. The defense is terrible. Matt Patricia, you're a defensive coordinator. Your defense is ranked 32nd. To me, that's enough to get you fired. Don't think Patricia will get fired because I think the Lions will finish 8-7-1 or 9-6-1. We'll finish enough to salvage the season maybe. But to me, I feel bad for Stafford. And I feel bad for the fans. And I feel bad for anyone who actually believed in us, including myself. I thought it was going to be different this year. Why did I think that? Look at the roster. I mean, probably the second best roster Stafford has had. Maybe the best. I mean, look at the schedule. It wasn't a murderer's row. A lot of winnable games in that schedule. And then health. I said, barring injuries, we would be an 11-win team. Now, I'm not going to blame everything on injuries, but once you lost Kerryon Johnson, your season was over with. But my thing is, I'm not going to go all on injuries. The defensive coaching has been terrible. The J.D. McKissick call that we called a timeout, Stafford called the perfect play. That call was egregious. Some other coaching decisions, just like in this game with taking Marvin Jones, Kenny G off the field, just dumb stuff. A lot of mistakes that we've made has caused us to lose football game. I can't think of one game this year where I'm like, yo, Stafford, you the reason we lost. And I'm saying that even in usually when Stafford plays well and loses us a game and it's his fault, it's because he like throws a pick at the end of the game or takes a sack, fumble at the end of the game. Like, look at these losses. Kansas City, what did Stafford do wrong? He gave us the lead. Went back on the bench. Packers, you can say he didn't have a touchdown, but TJ Hockenson dropped it. But what did Stafford really do wrong? He put us in a position to defend the lead. Defense gave it up. Minnesota, we never could get the lead. But we did tie the... No, Stafford had us 21-21. It kind of reminded me of the Cowboy game. 21-21. Defense still gives up 20 points in the second half. What other game did we lose? The Raiders game. Threw for 400 yards. Like, 3 touchdowns. At the end of the game, did Stafford throw a pick? No, he got us to the chains. And you know, this franchise has a lot of soul searching to do. Has a lot of things to fix. Patricia has to go. And I know people, if you want to blow it up, cool, man. Because a part of me wants Stafford to be set free so I can prove you haters wrong. But as I was saying on the roundtables, I'll feel bad. I'll feel, as much as y'all hate Stafford, I would feel worse for y'all. Because the people who don't like Stafford, or I feel like y'all the guys who want to win the most in a sense. It's a weird way to come to that notion. But I know what's going to happen. We get rid of Stafford for whatever we get rid of him for. He goes to another team, win a Super Bowl the very next corresponding year, or win a playoff game, whatever you want to. Wow. I'm watching the Ravens game and they just fumbled again. Like, wow, they fumbled again, guys. I'm watching the game. My fault. I cannot believe they fumbled again like that. Wow. But anyway, you make mistakes. We had 2 turnovers on the road. We losing. The Ravens got 2 turnovers in this game. So if they lose, it's going to be because 2 turnovers on the road. But my thing is with this team, we're missing something. And that's why I wanted to make a power move for a Von Miller. So sometimes you got to make a power move to save your team. I'll keep bringing it up. I know they didn't win the Super Bowl, but the Rams went all in with power moves and made it to the Super Bowl. Sometimes you got to do that. We need to find a different coach. Our philosophy is off. Paul Pasqualoni is terrible. Offense looks good through the passing game. Defense looked much better running the football than... I mean, not defense. Offense looked much better running the football than I gave them credit for. Defense couldn't stop the run. Defense couldn't stop Derek Carr. We lost. I told you these teams were evenly matched, and they were at home, and we lost the turnover battle by 2. That's the deciding factor in the game. Tough loss for us, man. Tough one. We have to bounce back next week, and I'm not saying that like, oh, we got to bounce back, get back to win. I'm just saying, and for the rest of the season, it's not even like we going to make the playoffs type of thing. It's just got to find a way to bounce back, get a W next week against a team that we should be able to beat. But knowing the Lions, who knows if we can beat them. But season looks like it's done. Sorry, y'all. Injuries killed us, man. Like, injuries. Like, we lost all the pieces. That Quandre Diggs trade killed the entire locker room. Bob Quinn has made a lot of mistakes, but as I say, Bob Quinn has made more good things happen than mistakes, like Marvin Hall, Danny Amendola, Justin Coleman, things like that. End of the day, the Lions have to find a way to stop wasting legendary players' careers, from Stafford to Megatron to Barry Sanders, and now we got fans saying TJ Hockenson is next. TJ Hockenson is next. You know what? TJ Hockenson will be an all-world tight end, and he probably is next. And that's why it hurts. We probably gonna waste TJ career too after we waste Stafford career, or we ship Stafford off to go have an actual career. Lions lose to the Raiders, man. This was the game of the season, and Matt Patricia lost it because his defense sucks. It's your boy 313 J-Mo. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the game and the rest of the season, y'all.